Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. My name's Ruel Gaviola. This is Tabletop Tonight, aka, well, right now, aka a virtual co-working space. I do this occasionally where I need to get some work done, and I figured why not get some of my friends to hang out with me here and chat, and let's be productive together and get some work done. I've got a ton of emails to answer. I've got the screen up right now. I've got a ton of emails to answer and just get caught up on all kinds of work. And at the same time, I want to do something fun too. I want to unbox a couple of games, and I'm going to bling out a game as well. I'm really excited about this. I don't know when I may do that first, but hang out with me, chill, listen to chill music, and hopefully get some work done as well. So lurk while you work. That's what this is all about. And Variant Hex, hello, good morning. I was just thinking it had been a while since the last virtual co-working. I'm cleaning out my inbox and save messages right now. Awesome. That's what I love to hear, folks. Let's be productive together. Let me make sure this is all set. I think I figured out my tech issue with the foot pedal. Remember, I don't know if y'all were here yesterday, but it kept switching back from scene to scene. And I think it was two things. There was a certain button on my keyboard that's close to one of the other buttons to trigger the foot pedal. And I think I was hitting that. But also, we have two pugs now, and the pugs run around. They love to sleep right under my feet, and that's where the foot pedals are. So I think it was Mookie that was hitting it, either with his tail or like with his paw or whatever. So it kept switching seats. But anyways, enough of that about that. Hope you're doing well. I had a really fun time yesterday on Words on Wednesday. That is my bi-weekly stream where I focus on word-based games and also read excerpts from books and graphic novels. Read a little bit of the new Star Wars book, Brotherhood, by Mike Chen, that's coming out in a couple of weeks here. Right after, I think it's going to be available May 10th, which is, right after Star Wars Day, May 4th. So I'm excited about that. We showed off just a little bit about that. There's still an embargo on like reviews and stuff. So I just read basically the book's jacket, part of the blurbs on there. Also played a solo game of Hardback, and I got crushed by the solo AI. But thanks for chat. I didn't get crushed as bad. If you haven't played that game before, it's basically Hardback is basically Paperback, the original game, which was Dominion meets Scrabble, and Hardback takes it a different direction. It takes it to Star Realms meets Scrabble. So really cool game. And again, thanks to our friend Tim over at Flowers Games. He actually gave an offer to everyone that was watching the stream yesterday. It was this one right here. I'm going to drop the link right now because it's still good. If you want to buy your very own copy of Hardback, you can go to Flowers Games and use the code Ruel Hardback for 20% off. And I just checked it out last night. The 20% off, if you buy it from them, it includes free shipping. So yeah, you can have it shipped to you with 20% off, folks. Fantastic deal. I want to thank Tim again. That's good until Friday. So even though if you missed the stream yesterday, no worries. We got you covered till tomorrow, the 22nd. Now, I'm not sure exactly what time it expires, but, check it out if you can. And I appreciate the support. Of course, I didn't fix Nightbot. Nightbot usually tells me what I'm doing. I am not playing a game right now, Nightbot. Go home, Nightbot, you're drunk. Let's see, where's the virtual co-working? There it is. Enable that little virtual co-working, yay. So yeah, I've got my virtual co-working clothes on. I'm channeling my inner Rodney Smith to get some work done. Also rocking the Philippine National Select team. Phil Am, I want to get the name right. Phil Am Nation Select Team. So this is a team of Filipino-American baseball players from the pro, college, and high school ranks. They're getting together this touring team together to spread the love of baseball all over the world. And you know how we have the World Baseball Classic? This is an offshoot of that. Like they're trying to, find out if there are Filipino Americans who play baseball, and apparently there's a lot of them. And really excited about it. And yeah, Michelle got me the hat for my birthday. I was ecstatic. My favorite hat in my hat collection now. I love wearing hats. I usually don't wear them on stream, but today when I have to get, do y'all have funny like little work idiosyncrasies. Like when I really need to get work done, I bust out a hat. Not this one, but whatever. But this one for today. But then I do this. That means I'm like serious about work. I've got the hat on backwards and I'm typing away. Like it's just I'm more productive that way. I feel like. Let's check out chat, and I want to thank you all again for hanging out. Let's see who else is in chat. I know I missed a bunch. Variant Hex said, to live in nights in LA. Oh, Slivers is here as well. Good morning, Slivers. I don't think I gave you the other day you spent some bits. I don't think Benny made an appearance. So far, the Pugs, Meeple, and Mookie, they've seen Benny. They haven't freaked out like Bruno, but thank you, Slivers, for spending the bits. You spend bits, folks. I come out of hibernation, and I'm going to hide from the other Pugs for now. Bye. We also have a new follower, Cosmo Technizio, thank you for the follow. We do analog alerts here, just like our friend Benny the Bits Bear. You spend bits, he comes out of hibernation. We also have Felicia the Followfish. Felicia, whenever there's a new follower, she comes out, swims around, says hello, new followers, then she swims away. And all of us, including y'all in chat, we say, bye, Felicia. Thanks for the follow. And I want to thank everyone for being here. To Live in Nice in LA is here. Collected Camel, gotta wait a whole minute. Sorry about again, tech issues. You know how it is, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Gizmo says, good morning, or whatever it is where you are. 5:15 p.m. there. Okay, it is 8:26 a.m. here. I'm in California. 8:15, yes, sunny California. NYC in the house. Tangipu, yay. I haven't been to New York City in about 20 years. It's been far too long. Actually, it was, let me think, when was it? It was post 9/11 that when I went, definitely. But love that city. I love New York City. Let's see more. NYC has the weather in springtime. Visit January 2020. Thoroughly enjoy the brisk winter. Yeah, it is definitely brisk out there. Gosh, I remember, where did I stay? I actually stayed, when I was in New York, I stayed in the Bronx with my good friend, Ryan Green, who unfortunately passed away a few years ago. Rest in peace, Big Ryan. We hung out in the Bronx, and it was actually, this is how long ago it was. The old Yankee Stadium, the house that Ruth built, was still there. So we went what was the bar right across the street? Not Monty's. It was whatever bar it was across the street. Like, you go there, have your drinks, and you walk across the stadium. We sat in the bleachers. It was so much fun. Loved the New York baseball at night. The Dodgers, though, they most recently won a World Series compared to the Yankees. I'm thinking about my buddy Big Ryan. We'd always talk trash to each other. He'd be like, Gaviola, the Yankees have won 27 world. Oh, okay, yeah, Big Ryan, I know, 27 world championships. Then I come back with the Lakers versus the Knicks, and we go back. Love that guy. Love talking trash to him. Y'all have friends like that you just talk trash to, whether it's board games, sports, or whatever. It's so much fun. Good morning. Okay, good morning, everybody. Danny, hi, Danny. Good to see you. Well, folks, for those who just joined me, what this is I'm going to be unboxing some games. I'm going to be blinging out a game. And I'm going to be co-working, and we're going to co-work together. So what that is, I'm going to switch to another screen where my mic is off, but we've got music just like we do now. And I've got some random board game photos that just scroll through in a slideshow, and we work. So I usually work in like 20 to 30 minute spurts, and then after like a half hour, we'll meet back at the virtual water cooler here and chat a little bit, and open up and unbox a game or whatever, and then we get back to work. So these things will go on for a couple of hours. If you're here for the first time, welcome. Normally on my channel, I stream analog board games. Yesterday I did Words on Wednesday, which were word-based games. Today, Rahdo and I were supposed to do an RVR at noon on his channel, but we pushed back the time. And that's one of the emails I'm going to be getting to. I need to find out exactly what time. We're going to be on his channel playing Voyages, the new roll and write that came out recently. That was fun on Kickstarter. Big hit. We're really looking forward to it. You can play along with us. I think you can download the game for like $5. It's just a couple of sheets that you'll download, but well worth the $5. And all you need is some dice or your phone app for rolling dice, and you'll be able to play along with us. Good morning, Corthane. Good to see you. Yes, we're gonna bling out a game. It's an older game, but it's really fun. I think I have this really fun thing that I did. I think we're gonna do it after the first break. So after we chat here for a few minutes, we're gonna get to work for like half an hour, and it's about 8:30 right now. So I'm gonna say around 9 a.m. ish my time, so noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. We will bling out the game, and then I've got another game that another couple of games I'd like to unbox. We'll do that during the breaks. How's that sound? Let's see. Dry. We're in the desert. Yep. Yep. Excavation Earth, yay! I clicked on. I know you're a big fan of that. Nice. Tangifu, what type of heat does Cali have? Humidity? Yeah, it's definitely dry out here. Tangifu. Adam Michael, hi. Tim's good people. Always nice to hang around with at a show. Yes. Slivers. Barrison say I sang your board game bling along to Drake's Hotline bling. Oh, nice. Headbanging Maniac, good to see you. Nice to see everyone here. This is great. Yeah, I wish I could post gifs in chat for Hotline Bling, yes. Catching up on chat. Hope everyone's doing well. Like the movie Over the Top, you turn it on like a switch. Panic Games, well done, sir. Well done. Yes, we had a conversation about Over the Top. The classic, I don't know if I should call it a classic, Sylvester Stallone arm wrestling movie. It's one of our favorite, Rahdo and I were talking during the R&R show about our favorite bad movies. And one of my favorite bad movies is Executive Decision. He thinks it's actually a legit good movie. No, I'm like, no, it's a cheesy movie. Don't let him talk. It's cheesy as heck, but man, it's a lot of fun. It's terrific. Daniel Ruel, I'm looking at the Mandara. Insert no. Don't blame me, man. Don't blame. We're all in this together. We are all enablers. Okay, Roy. Still want you to teach me Bitoku. I will gladly teach you Bitoku. Well, actually, what I'm trying to do is set up a playthrough here. I'm looking at my calendar right now. Like I'm slammed the rest of this month, and May's looking super busy. I mean, we're looking summertime, maybe June. I don't know. It's, it is what it is. It's busy, and hopefully we'll get to it soon. What's on the docket first is Smartphone Inc. I have still not played that game. It's probably one of my top 3 games on my must-play bucket list. I know I'm going to love this game. I know people rave about it. I was able to play Ark Nova the other day, which blew me away. It totally lived up to the hype. It's not going to be for everyone, but I loved it. I think it was fantastic. Adam Michael says, not wanting to self-promo, but have you seen anything of Blazeball, Ruel? No, I haven't. Gosh, why does that name sound familiar? Adam Michael, did you launch recently? I'm going to look it up live right now. Blazeball. Board game. Blazeball, the card game from Wayfinder Games. 2022, you can finally take control of Blazeball team to nudge it to victory. Oh, interesting. 2-player competitive card game in which you control a Blazeball team with the 2 of you playing out the top and bottom of the 9th inning. Oh, interesting. Action points, deck construction, dice rolling. Okay. So I have no idea. I have no idea about this game. Wayfinder Games, 20-40 minute playtime. Is it available now? That's my question. Or is it on Kickstarter? I'll let you... I don't mind the self-promotion. It's all good. As long as you keep it... I self-promote all the time. It's all good. But keep it clean and keep it family-friendly and don't go overboard. But yeah, I'd love to check it out. I'm a baseball fan. I love Baseball Highlights 2045. That's my all-time favorite baseball game and probably my all-time favorite sports board game. If y'all know of anything better, let me know, because I will gladly play it. I preface this every time I say it. The older I get, the less enthusiastic about sports I get, especially football. American football has dropped so far off the radar for me. I loved it. I was passionate about it, but just over the years, you see the damaging effects that it takes on players' health. It's no joke. CTE and everything else. It's a real thing, and just knowing what they go through in order to play it. They describe it. I've heard it described many times as it's basically players are putting themselves in a car wreck every week. That's how bad physically it takes a toll on them. And I just lost my taste for it. I don't want I love sports and. What's interesting, I still love the UFC or mixed martial arts. I love watching those, and those are ultra violent. I don't know what it is. It's just one of those things. But I watch less and less sports as we go on. But I still love baseball and basketball. Lakers and Dodgers, I think I'll never stop watching. It's just family things, right? It's family. I grew up in a Laker family and a Dodger family. We were a Raider family. We still are. I still love the Raiders. But again, for me personally, just football sort of Sort of over it. I was in a fantasy football league for 20 years, believe it or not, though. Same fantasy football league for 20 years. And then I don't know if the guys picked it up again last year. We stopped during I think the first year of the pandemic. We just, because we couldn't get together. We were always, that was our thing. Our football draft was like the highlight of the year. And I miss that. I miss the camaraderie of the football draft itself. But as far as like following football every week to like be a stat geek, I geek out over board games now. But the draft itself was the best part because it was a big potluck. All the guys got together. We drank, ate, played poker, and then drafted our football team. Oh, it was a lot of fun. Anyone else play fantasy sports? Let's see. I could teach Smartphone Inc. if you play 2-3 players. The expansion is yeah. Everyone says the expansion's a must for Smartphone Inc. So I will have to check that out. And, I may take you up on that teach offer there. Thank you. Nightbot thinks it's still Wednesday. Oh, Nightbot, I told you you are drunk. Get out of here, Nightbot. Current game. We are not Words on Wednesday. I've disabled Nightbot for that little thing. Let's see. Auto Michael, we're launching. I'm going to give you a little shout out right here, Auto Michael. Thank you for joining us. We're launching the card game version on GameFound in May. The actual site has been running for a couple of years as an absurdist sports sim. Also, go Phillies, who are having a rough start. Yeah, sorry about the rough start for the Phillies. I won't talk about the Dodgers anymore. I do that enough throughout all my streams. But good luck with the card game launch on GameFound, Auto Michael, and I wish you much success, my friend. I appreciate you dropping by here. Gizmo says, I've not played baseball highlights, but started on big tabletop sports games, mostly solo baseball. If you like those, check out Play Classic. I still play through some historical and fictional sports games. Hey, Gizmo Burr, you didn't happen to sign a game from my friend Daryl recently, did you? Because if it's the same, maybe it's okay. This is Play Classic. Play Classic, Plaay Classic. Now, I thought Daryl had signed a game with Play.com. But anyways, let me know if you're the same company, and I would, I want to talk to you about that because I'm so excited for my friend Daryl, who recently signed his first game with a publisher. It's a solo game, and maybe I shouldn't say, if you are the same company, maybe I shouldn't say anything. So we will continue here. Collecting says, is today Thursday? Yeah, we were talking about Words on Wednesday yesterday. Okay. Nope, not me. Not able to play, but been buying from them for years. Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Reframe, this is perfect. I love this. And I love learning things in chat like this. I've never heard this. Friday Junior. I love it. Today's Happy Friday Junior, everybody. I don't know if you can hear the pugs. They are Mookie and Meeple are in the back. They're in the other room. They're actually in the kitchen right now. I don't know. They're barking at something, and it sounds like friendly barks, so it's all good. I won't have to run out and check them out. But good morning, Amanda Panda. We're going to be doing some virtual co-working real soon. Plumpy Thimble's in the house too. Hello. Gizmo Burr says they were at Dice Tower West. Oh, that's right. Because they were at Dice Tower West. That's where Daryl, my buddy Daryl, had shown his game. He had pitched a couple of publishers, got some interest, and then eventually signed with Play. So that's great. And thank you, Gizmo Burr, for letting me know. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to get the... Oh, hey, we got a Mookie sighting. Hey, Mook. Come on, baby dog. Where are you barking at? Here's Mookie. Of course, Mookie named after our favorite player on the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Mookie is a good boy. He is 1.5 years old. He is a pug. Welcome, Mook. How's it going, buddy? Thanks for the lurk, Amanda. Have a good work day. And Mookie, Auntie Panda says hi. Mookie was here. Amanda was here the other day for a game day, and Mookie sat on our lap. He was loving his Auntie Panda, Auntie Amanda Panda. Hey, Mook. Mookie. Gotta go. We'll be back later. No worries. Collect the camera. Have a great day. Let me see if I got this going here. I want to get the show on the road here, or the virtual co-working space on the road, folks. Let's see. Do this. This I'm going to move here. I'm moving windows around on the screen. You don't want to know about this stuff. Yawn, right? Close this. I've got emails to answer. I've got a meeting to set up. What else do I got to do? What are y'all up to today? You got a ton of stuff to do? you do, maybe you can be productive with us here on the virtual co-working space. Okay, that is good to go. Okay, yay. And we got a pug. Hopefully your day is, oh, he loves to fall asleep like this. It's so funny. He'll like just lay against our chest like this and just fall asleep. Oh, baby dog. What's going on? Okay, let me start this part here. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna take like 30 minutes. I'll see y'all here. Well, actually about 20 minutes now. Well, boy, I talk a lot. Sorry. We're gonna take start working at around 9 a.m. About 20 to 30 minutes. We'll take a break and we'll should I unbox or should I bling? I'll bling out a game and then we will unbox during the next break. Okay, let's get some work done. Thank you again for hanging out with us, folks. This is the virtual co-working space today. And we are back. Hello, friends. It is almost 9:20 a.m. here on the West Coast. I said I was going to take a break after half an hour, and all of a sudden, time just flew by, and here we are almost at 9:30. So, hope you're being productive. I'm being very productive. I got a couple of the emails out of the way. Actually, the important ones where I'm scheduling stuff. I'm trying to schedule a couple of meetings for later this afternoon. One was supposed to be at 11, but we're pushing that back to 1, I think. And there's a second one that's going to be, actually, no, I think the one at 11 is the one that got moved up. And I need to check my calendar. And that's why we're virtually working, so I can get all this stuff figured out. Yo, Book of Nerds, good to see you here. N20 Games says, and Netflix is down almost 45% in 2 days. So, wow. And CNN Plus, CNN's new streaming service, has been canceled after only 3 weeks. Really? I had no idea CNN had a streaming service. And wow, honestly, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, just everyone is, all the streaming services, I don't know what to do anymore. I mean, I have Netflix and I have Amazon Prime. Those are the two main ones, because the majority of the shows we watch are on there. Also have Paramount Plus. I canceled Disney Plus. I canceled HBO Max because my whole thing is, and I'm probably going to cancel Netflix soon because they keep raising. They've raised their price yet again, and I feel like more of our viewing is shifting over to Prime and Paramount Plus. And the whole thing about cutting the cable is the cost, right? And all of a sudden you start looking at it, it's like, this costs just as much as cable. Why don't I just get cable? So. Yeah, I'm gonna be trimming down the budget a little bit, and yeah. Anyways, I mean, if you can afford it, more power to you. If not, that's cool too. Legends, hello, good morning, aloha. Book of Nerds, yeah, it's like we're back to the days of cable and all those wacky packages. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like the whole point of it, at least for me, when Michelle and I cut cable, has it been 10 years ago? I don't know if it's been so. Wow, it might have been 10 years, almost 10 years, or more than 10 years we cut the cable. Or cut cable, and yeah, I mean, we never look back. But again, now that everything's splintering off, I mean, I do love Disney Plus, but Netflix and Amazon, they still have like the most movies, whereas Disney has a lot of the movies that I want to. I mean, they have Star Wars. Let's just be honest, they have Star Wars and Marvel. And then I mean, I will be resubbing to Disney Plus for the month of May, the end of May, when Obi-Wan Kenobi starts. I'm definitely gonna watch that. So that's what I do with Disney. I had it for a year, loved it, but again, they're starting to raise their prices, and Netflix is starting. I really, the more I'm talking about it, I need to really cancel Netflix. I feel like, well, Michelle watches a lot more than I do Netflix, so we'll have to talk about that, see what we keep. But Software Erasers here, hello, good to see you. Jawal Z, I like Tubi. It's free and has a lot of bad movies I enjoy. Yeah, I've watched a couple of things on Tubi, and I enjoyed it too. And now that, yeah, Tubi is free. Darn, I should go back to that. Ted Lasso, get you a free trial. Yeah, Laura, I know everyone loved it. Michelle and I still have not watched it. Lauren, our daughter, raves about it, and actually, Lauren, for Halloween, she was Ted Lasso, which we thought was hilarious. Software reason, yeah, Netflix got too cocky. I feel like they did, and they've like really poured. It seems like they poured a lot of their money into the comedy thing, and more power to them. I mean, I love seeing Joe Coy get out there. I've loved his shows, and Ali Wong. I've seen a couple of her shows. They're great. Aziz Ansari, I like his stuff. I mean, I know he's got his own issues that he's dealing with, but I mean, I loved Master of None, the first 2 seasons. Never started the third one. I sort of I read about it, and I heard they're going in a different direction, and I was sort of bummed about that. But those first 2 seasons were brilliant. One of the best shows I've seen in a while, actually, Master of None. You don't mind, if you don't mind ads, Tubi's a good solution. Good to hear. So what I'm going to do now, folks, taking a break from work, and I wanted to show you, I'm going to bling out a game. So if you're part of our Discord, we do this every now and then. I'm going to put the Discord there. Actually, we don't do this every now and then. We just have a channel dedicated to board game bling. And what that is taking your board games and blinging them out, right? Whether it's putting a new insert in, replacing components, adding things or taking things out and replacing them with higher quality items. So some of the things that we've done before, like Bling, as far as Bling, like inserts. A lot of us shared our inserts. I have a couple of wooden inserts. I also have I was just looking at Gentes or Gentes Deluxeified, and that one has a folded space insert, which I absolutely love. Like a foam core. Oh, those things are so great. My buddy Daryl B. Gaiman, actually, there was a time when I lent him a bunch of games. Actually, over the last couple of years, actually, where I would lend him a game, and we traded games sometimes just to borrow them for a couple of weeks. But every time I would lend him a game, I would get it back, and he does such a cool thing. He knows how much I love those custom inserts, and he would make them. So I'd end up with he'd always ask first, but he would surprise me. He's like, "Hey, would you mind if I do this?" Like, you don't have to do that, dude. And sure enough, he would. So he'd make them out of foam core board, and I have a bunch of them in my games right now. It's such a wonderful, wonderful gesture on his part, and I always appreciate it. So N20 Game says a monopoly with real chat or with real cash. I was looking at chat. Thank you for taking care of that to live in nice in LA. Yeah, no bots. They get the banhammer. Dwalsy said they canceled Cowboy Bebop for no reason though. Yeah, that's what I heard, and I heard people liked it as well. So that's a bummer. Anyways, Board Game Bling. As I'm showing you this, let me know in chat if you blinged out your games or if you like doing it. I know it's not for everyone. Some people don't really care, and that's cool too. I've sort of gotten away, honestly, from the whole insert thing. What I've been doing lately is just using baggies, because I feel like baggies for me, because I started doing this where I keep the games upright like this rather than horizontal. I'll put them vertical. Things tend to slide and fall out of the insert, and I know that it's a bummer. But with baggies, you just throw a bunch of all your bits in different bags, and it works just as well as the insert. It may not look cool, but with baggies, I'll write down here's gold pieces, or here's components for. I do love baggies for one thing, and I'll always love this over inserts. Player bags. So you have a bag for each player ready to go. Like the yellow player, all their pieces are in one thing. Hopefully they have a player aid, or maybe I'll print out a player aid and put in that baggie. And when you start the game, you do the setup. You just throw a bag, or give everyone a bag of their color of choice, and you're good to go. Has everything they need there, along with a player aid. I love that, and I love when people do that as well. So Bling for me, Helen just said, is getting my miniatures painted. Yes, and that's another thing. Michelle and I actually took a class a couple of years ago, to learn how to paint minis, and we had a blast doing it, but we just don't have the time, unfortunately. I want to make time to paint minis. And they had this, there was a talk about during this class, a workshop that we took, where it's like, you know what? You can't compare yourself to like people who've been doing minis for years, or people who are like professionals, or like just have a really natural ability or whatever. You want to just get them tabletop ready. And what that means is, paint them, do as best job as you can, but don't sweat like all the details. I mean, a decently painted mini is better than an unpainted mini, right? So that's what I need to tell myself that, and I just want to do that. I mean, there's a lot of painting streams on Twitch that I've seen. I know John Gonzalez does it. I don't know, Legends, do you do painting streams? I know I don't think you do, but I know you talk about it in the Discord. But good morning, Quay. Good to see you here. And also, Gizmo Burr says, I spend my money on games, not Bling, though I have a few inserts, but a lot of baggies and homemade foam core inserts. Yeah, and that's pretty much my attitude as far as Bling, right? I'd rather spend my money on games. But here's the thing. And if you check out the Discord, people come up with some really cool solutions, right? So instead of baggies, a lot of times, and I know I said baggies, but there's also, like at the Dollar Tree or Dollar Store, 99-cent store, those little food containers. You can get like 8 or 10 of those for $1, and those things are perfect for player pieces and stuff. I use those a lot, and well, I have transitioned over to baggies only because it's easier to write on them for me. Like I'll write on those, and I'll get like 50 baggies at Daiso for like $1.50 or whatever. Maybe it's like 75 baggies, but these are like perfect size, and they have like this little space where you can write on them. It's like a plastic clear baggie, but then has like a white space where it's easy to write. And I think those are just perfect for board game like player items. Let's see. Yes, to live next time, we love dollar store Daiso. Yeah, Daiso. It's funny. I always talk about Daiso because they're a little more expensive, right? I mean, from $1 to $1.50. But the quality, I feel, with just that extra 50 cents, they're just better. And for whatever reason, everything at Daiso, the food section, just seems like it's made for board games. Whenever Michelle and I go to Daiso, it's funny. We'll say, okay, we need these items, whether it's like food or like little knickknacks or whatever. Then I'll say, okay, I'm going to go to the board game section. And it's literally just the food container section. Oh, if you don't have a Daiso near you, I'm sorry, but I don't know where they are. I know they're here throughout Southern California. I don't know if it's a regional thing. But it is, Michelle and I actually went to some Daisos in Japan. So they're originally from Japan. It's their version of the dollar store. But I just think their stuff is like super, what's the word, kawaii or cute. A lot of their items, but so many of their food containers are just perfect for board games. Highly recommend if you do that. Yeah. Oh, and the Television Nights Tonight also stocks up on their coffees. Reminds them of Japan's vending machines. Yeah. Oh, I did not know that. I didn't know that they. Mainly because I don't drink coffee much anymore. If I'm very little, I'm usually a decaf. But yeah, remember the Japan? Their vending machines are amazing. Let me catch up on chat here, folks. Thank you for all the comments. Absolutely, yeah. Poker chips for Lords of Vegas is absolutely. I have that set of what are they called? Iron clays that Roxy put out a few years ago. The poker chips, right, for train games. Specifically for Brass Birmingham, but you could use them for any train games. Michelle and I used those chips the other day when we played Loose on Rails on stream. The one hi core thing. The one I've been trying to figure out right now is Villainous. I'm trying to design boxes per player that have everything in it. So setup and takedown is so easy. Yeah, and that would be perfect for it, right? You have your character deck, then any like bits, because some of them give you extra bits, specific components for that character, and also like you get your player aid and like little player booklet too that shows what the other players are trying to do. Quaid says, few of the ones that got some nice metal coins for Sheriff Nottingham because it's so fun to rattle coins when offering bribes and stuff. Yes, absolutely. Legend says, I don't actually paint. I paid people to paint 3 of my games. Yeah, that's cool too. Use again, it's time consuming and it's labor intensive. If you can't afford to, why not do it that way? Core thing says, I love improving my games. First thing is always the storage. Yep, getting things in cases are very useful. Boxes and start upgrading components. Yeah. Storage is a big one, right? Just that whole setup and takedown and teardown. It makes it so much easier to use baggies or little, boxes or, whatever you have at your disposal. Let's see. Other comments. Yeah, oh yeah, this is a core thing. I'm glad you brought that up. That is the first board game bling I ever did, was the Petri dishes for Pandemic. I loved Pandemic. That was the game that got me in the hobby. I soloed it a bunch because Michelle really wasn't into it. And then, I'm pretty sure it was BGG. I saw someone had blinged out their copy. I was like, whoa, Petri dishes. Or was it, did they do that on Tabletop with Will Wheaton? Did they use that? I don't remember. But anyways, I went to Amazon, found a bunch of little Petri dishes, and yeah, I bought a bunch, and I was so ecstatic to get those. Not only they look cool and they're thematic, but they're useful too. You just open a Petri dish and there's your disease cubes. Let's see, what else? I did Petri dishes. Love dollar store, yes. Prescription bottles are great for. Wow, great call. Interesting. N20 games. Okay, so why don't we I'll catch up the comments. Let's get to this. We were just talking about metal coins. Folks. Oh, so this game I'm going to unbox during the next break. So I've got a copy of Founders of Teotihuacan. I know I always murder that name, but I'm going to unbox this. I sort of cheated. I actually opened it last night, and I may have, well, you'll see. But I'm still going to be, I'll do some punch outs and stuff, but we're going to be playing this next weekend. Is it next weekend already? Oh my gosh. for TLN. We're Board and Dice reached out. We're going to work with them. I'm going to be learning this over the next week, and Michelle and I are going to play it on next Saturday. So looking forward to that. But that is not the game where I'm blinging out. What I'm blinging out is this game. This was a holy grail game for me. This is a game that I've been trying to get hold of for years, and anytime I saw it on Amazon, it was always like some ridiculous price, right? And last year, I think it was, the Odyssey Games in Pasadena are a friendly local game store. They had a copy in their used section. So, of course, I bought it. I think I got it for like 20 or 25 bucks. I was super excited. This is a game that is based on my cultural heritage, being Filipino-American. This is set in the Philippines, Manila. I still have not played it. I got this on the recommendation of Meeple Lady, a fellow Filipino-American gamer who she totally inspired me years ago on Twitter, just knowing, hey, there's another Filipino-American gamer out there. I didn't know anyone in content creation that was doing this. And now we've got, myself, Meeple Lady, before you play, Monique is Filipina. To Live and Dice in LA just joined me on my streams, Filipina, and yeah, it's just I love seeing that representation, and it means a lot to me. So of course I had to get this game. So yeah, around 20-25 bucks, totally lucked out on this Manila. And what I'm doing is, so I haven't played it yet. I don't know about y'all. Because I live stream, I take notes like this. So when we're doing the practice run through, and actually to Live and Dice in LA, we didn't have time to do this, but usually what I do for every single time, I'll take notes on the game, do little post-its, and what I do also is put them on the board. So during a practice run, usually with Michelle or whoever I'm streaming with, hey, here are all the notes. And for me, it's really easy. It's just the way I learn. Like, I learn through reading and through actually touching the pieces and going through turns. I do have a video, I'll watch, like, if Rodney has a video available, I'll watch that as well. But this is the main way I learn how to play games. So in Manila, it's basically a bidding game. It's a Far Eastern business contest. So this was an older game. What year was this? I don't know. 2014. So this is like an 8-year-old game. They didn't have any cultural consultants at the time. So this is basically a bidding game with a Philippine theme slapped on. So, it's not, I don't know. I mean, you're basically just going to market and trying to sell goods. And I looked at it. I mean, they have, I don't know if they actually have, they have wares, they call it. The wares or the goods that they call it. And see, I'm not sure this script here, they have like little, they're like different scripts for the cards and stuff. Like, I don't know if that's actually the Philippine script. I think they might have just, did some random, try to make it look Southeast Asian or whatever, which, whatever. I've heard it's a really fun game, a gateway-ish game where you're just bidding on stuff. But here's the thing. They have these coins, right? The coins are cardboard. They come in different denominations. 1, 2, 10. I think there are 5s. Yeah, 5s in here as well. They're just standard cardboard. And I figured, why not bling it out by using actual Philippine pesos? These are pesos, folks. I have 1s, 5s, 10s, and 25s in here. I want to shout out my parents. My parents just got back from the Philippines last night. I was at LAX, so that's why I didn't stream last night. I was at LAX, and if you've been to LAX, you know what I had to deal with. But it wasn't that bad. But I went. My parents were there for a month. They usually go once a year. They they have a home there. They're from there, obviously. And I said, Mom, Dad, if you have the chance, I sent them a list. Can you pick up pesos for me? So what I did, I've got pesos that I'm going to replace all these coins with. So bye cardboard, hello pesos. Yes, all right. To live in that side, it's perfect. So what's interesting though, what I found interesting, so here are the 1 pesos, right? The singles, right? 1. And I love it because I think it's Jose Rizal, who is the Philippine national hero. You have 1s, but here's the interesting thing. Let me show the other sizes. So we also have, okay, here's the 5. So the 1 and the 5 is a little bigger. Let me find the 10. The 10 is slightly bigger than that. So you have the 1, the 5, and the 10. And the 10 almost has this sort of like, I mean, these are round, and these are all round, but it has like almost like a hexagon-ish border around it, which is sort of cool. And then this is the interesting thing, the 25s are actually the smallest ones. So these are 25 pesos right here. They're actually the smallest ones. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use that. So because I'm so used to 1, 5, and 10, like increasing size and value, right? Just as a board gamer, I'm so used to that. I don't know if I'd get used to. I would think. I mean, I don't know. We'll try it. But I had them bring back, like I said, can I get like 25 of each denomination? They're like, sure. And actually, one of my cousins, I want to shout out my cousin Myrna. She's the one that helped them, get all these coins. Because my parents were busy doing, hanging out with family and stuff. And so I emailed Myrna, hey, could you make sure that these toys? So shout out to my cousin Myrna. So yeah. So what's great about this, folks? So it's like, I think in total, like maybe in value, like 800 pesos are in here. And so the US value that is like $16, I think, or something. So, of course, I mean, they had to, I didn't pay for shipping, right? Free shipping when you got mom and dad coming back to the Philippines. But probably about $10 to $15, I think, here. And yeah, I'm so thrilled to do this. So not only is it thematic, I mean, it's perfect. And N20, I'm going to use your suggestion of prescription bottles to store these. I think that's wonderful. So, folks, there it is. You can use pesos, obviously for Philippine games. I'm thinking maybe like if there's a Mexican themed game, you can get Mexican pesos. Or my friend Tony, who I haven't talked to in a couple years, I miss playing games with you, buddy. Tony, he travels for business, and he had blinged out his copy of Istanbul with actual, I forget the name of the coin. Oh, there goes Mookie. Bye, Mookie. Bye, Mookie. Yeah, he used Turkish coins for that. Were they lira? No, I think that's Italian. But anyways, yeah, I was so stoked to do this. Everyone's talking about, yeah, you'd yeet the smaller size. Yeah, I probably won't use the smaller size 25. I feel like, I've got enough like 5s, 1s, and 10s to get me through the game. I haven't done the actual numbers yet, because the actual numbers in the game are 79 coins of the Philippine currency peso, and the largest denomination is it 10? Oh, it might just be 10s. Oh no, there's a 20 in here. So I don't have a 20, I have a 25. So I think I can get away with just using 1s, 5s, and 10s. So yeah, super stoked about that. Obviously, I just have a bowl, paper bowl right now. I will be probably using N20's suggestion of those prescription bottles. So I've got a few of those laying around here. Yeah, so there it is, folks. Let me see. I'll put this away. So what we're gonna do next is, well, the dogs are barking, so they probably want to go out. So I'm gonna let them out, but we're gonna continue with our virtual working space here. But let me catch up on comments real quick. Get my keyboard set. Hopefully y'all are being productive. Thank you for joining me. It's really fun to show you the Bling. Don't forget, I am going to be unboxing this during the next break. So it's about 9:45. Let's say like 10:30. I'll shoot for 10:30. We'll unbox Founders of Tales. Let's see. Wow, those dogs are barking. Quadrant says, I love Wazak. I found pasta and roll and a thrift store for $4 and picked it up. It's hilarious. Okay, cool. I've never heard of that game. N20 says, I collected coins as a kid, used mom's prescription bottles, saved money on the actual coin dues at the coin shop. Right, Delta. Oh, cool. Very nice. And Quay says, for games with lots of small covered tokens like Quacks, get the big bags of. Perfect. Yeah. Those I'd seen that Quay, the people use those coin containers before. I think it was before BGD came out with their little special bits. Let's see. Continuing here. Cardboard coins hurt my soul. Paper money hurts more, but yeah, I get it. Yeah, right. Perfect, most authentic way. Yeah, I'm so thrilled about this. I cannot tell you how happy I am. Hey, Mookie, you're back. What are you barking at? Never actually been to the Philippines yet, so see. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, to live in nice in LA. Go back to the motherland. It's Michelle and I went the last. Well, actually, the last time I went was I think 3 years ago or 4 years. It was before the pandemic. I went back for my folks' 50th wedding anniversary, which was awesome. But a year before that, so I was lucky. I went back to back years in 20. No, actually, maybe it was like 2 years. So 2017, I think it was Michelle and I went. Oh, it was awesome. So it was the first time I'd gone back with Michelle. Obviously, I'd gone back years before that. It was the first time I went back. So as Filipinos, we normally go back there, for family, right? Which is great. I love reconnecting with all our family back there, and it's very emotional and very, it's just very good for the soul. So we did that for like the first week and a half of our trip. We went for 3 weeks. The second half of the trip, it was just vacation. We hung out with family, had a great time, loved it. But I had never taken like a vacation in the Philippines. So Michelle and I went to Boracay. We went to El Nido in Palawan. We went to Cebu. Oh, best time ever. El Nido, to me, the greatest beach I've ever been to in my life. I will put it up there with any beach out there. Just white sands, perfect temperature water, super secluded. Like we did island hopping, so we hopped to like 5 different islands on this little boat, and there was like a dozen of us, and now we were almost the only people on these little islands. And we had lunch there. Like the lunch, oh my gosh, the lunch as we're on motoring around on this boat, our crew had, as they, there's like a crew of like two or three, piloting the boat, making sure we're okay. They cooked a lunch while we were, sort of exploring the island. We come back and we've got fresh fish grilled fresh fish, crabs, fresh fruits, rice, drinks. Oh, the best. And it was so cheap too, so affordable. Let me see what else we got here. Small coin could be confusing. Yeah, the smaller coins are definitely going out. All right. Hello, friends. Welcome back. It is break time. And actually, after this, I'm going to be shutting things down here at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. You can hear the dogs. They're out and about. But hope you're being productive. I took a call while we were gone here, and I also let the dogs out for a minute, but they're barking again. And I got a snack. I want to go get a little snack here. I got dark chocolate chickpeas, which I never had before. They're actually pretty good. Not bad at all. They're crunchy. I love dark chocolate, and I would never buy something like this, but I was at, I think it was CVS the other day to pick up something. Yeah, I was in line, and it was in the little, where you get the impulse item buys, and this thing, it was off 75% off. It's normally like $4 or something. I got it for like $1. So I was like, for $1 I'll try it, and actually I like it. Would I buy them at full price? Probably not, but still a nice little snack. No preservatives, no flavors, sweeteners, colors, no high fructose corn syrup. It's all about fiber and a little protein, and no sodium, or very low sodium, which is good. And sugars about 9 grams, so a little creeping up there as far as sugars go, but eat in moderation or drink in moderation. Hope everyone's being productive. What are y'all up to? You still with me? If you're here for the last break, we blinged out my copy of Manila. What I did was took Manila. My parents were in the Philippines, and my parents, while they're in the Philippines for this last month, I asked them to pick up some Philippine pesos. They picked up a bunch, and I'm replacing the coins in Manila with these. So this one here is the 1 peso, so that'll replace the cardboard coin. I also have a 5 and a 10, which I'll have to. Yeah, here's a 5. Where's the 10? There's a 10 in here too. Interesting thing. Here's a 1. They actually got me the 25 pesos as well, but it's weird. It's 25 is actually smaller than 1. So I'm just gonna. Oh, here's a 10. I'm just gonna go with the 1, 5, and 10 because there's more than enough here. And oh, hey, Agent Gamer, yeah, I was just showing this from earlier. So, and someone gave me a great idea. I think it was N20 Games. They told me for the coins for containers, use old prescription bottles. I just found one, some old prescription bottle that I had, and let's see, what is it? Close, open, okay. And yeah, these will fit perfectly in there. So what I'm going to do is keep these. I won't keep these in the game because I could use these pesos for Manila and also Loose on Rails, which Michelle and I played last month. That game is based in the Philippines. It's a train game, and we actually use the iron clays from Roxley. But now that we have actual pesos, we're going to use these. So yeah, these will fit. I've got a bunch of these laying around. So yeah, super excited about this. Gizmo says, just here realizing only. Relaxing on my only day off this week. Gotta head to bed here in the next. Oh, thanks for hanging out with us, Gizmo. Appreciate it. And AJ says I use a bottle like that for some dice for a roll around. Oh yeah, that's another great. You know what? I'm gonna have to start digging up all these old bottles, and that is another great idea. So, folks, again, if you're not part of our Discord, please join. It's a family-friendly channel. We talk about games, of course. We talk about our fur babies. We talk about Legos, Star Wars, all kinds of nerdy things. We talk about the food we eat, share pictures. Oh, that's great, AJ. I'm going to have to start finding more of these and putting dice in there. That's a great idea. That's funny you mentioned those 2 games because there's a drag queen named Manila Luzon. That's right, yeah. I saw her. Actually, Michelle and I saw her at a comedy show in LA before the pandemic. I like to call her my friend. Jenny Yang. I don't know if she thinks I'm a friend. I mean, we know each other. We've known each other for a few years. I was a huge fan of hers. I'm still a huge fan of hers, but I was going to say pre-pandemic, her and someone else I really looked up to, Phil Yang. Phil Yang or Phil Yu? Sorry, Phil Yu. Oh my gosh. I got to look it up. I don't want to... I know a Phil Yang and a Phil Yu, so I want to make sure I get the right one here. Phil Yu is a Korean American blogger who I've followed for years, and he does Angry Aged Man. Him and Jenny Yang collaborated on this thing for I don't know if that show's still in the air, Fresh Off the Boat. They would do weekly wrap-ups and live chat, and I just popped in a live chat, and I was such a fan of theirs. I was able to hang out, and I got to meet them a couple times. Actually, yeah, we actually made dumplings with Jenny Yang years ago. Michelle, Lauren, and I. We surprised Lauren. We also follow a blogger by the name of Clarissa Way. She's a food blogger, food writer, actually. I shouldn't just say blogger. That's, she's a writer. She did a blog for a while, and one time she did a special event for people on her email subscription list. Say, hey, if you want to learn to make dumplings, come on over. It's this fee. We're gonna have you over, and a special guest gonna be Jenny Yang. I was like, oh my gosh! So we're all Jenny Yang fans. She's a hilarious comedian, and Lauren was so surprised when we brought her there. We were so thrilled. She was, because Lauren was a fan too, and she had no idea. So it was a nice surprise. And just getting to meet Jenny Yang, and just how much I've enjoyed her comedy over the years. And we talked many times, and yeah, she's great. I don't know why did I go off on this tangent about Jenny Yang? Let's see, soften your razor. Hi, Eminem. Yeah, Mookie and Meeple, you can hear them in the background barking. AJ Gamer says, I try to integrate any leftover plastic bowls, bottles, and or containers in my games. That's such a great idea. Folks, let's be like AJ Gamer. In fact, that's what we should all be doing. Is, doing things like that. I think that's fantastic. I try to integrate... Oh, why is this showing up? I wanted to show it on this screen. You know what? Because I was having problems with it, and now I'm not. So there it is. I try to integrate any leftover plastic bowls, bottles, and containers in my games when possible. Yes, so do we. We actually have a couple of things from different restaurants that we've gotten, because during the pandemic and still to this day we do a lot of takeout, order or delivery, and sometimes they come in these neat little containers that we try to reuse. Anyways, what I want to do during this break, folks. So we talked about the bling that I did for Manila. Why don't we open up this game, Founders at Teotihuacan? Get this out of the way. From Board and Dice, designer Felicia Gitawatz, and a solo mode by David Turchi, very famous designer, and Blazej Kubaki. It plays 1 to 4 players, 60 minutes, 14 and up. This is, I believe, like in the those T games, Teotihuacan. I gotta relearn how to pronounce that. I always forget. And then Tekenyu, and the other one I always forget, is it Tabanasi or something? The T games, as people like to call them. This is yet another one, but this is going to be a slimmed down version. So this only plays in an hour, whereas the other ones can play in a couple of hours or so. This is going to be a little more streamlined, which I love. I don't know if you can see. Let's see. Yeah, right behind the camera there, you can see a copy of Zapotec. That's also from Board and Dice. Another fantastic Euro game that plays in about 45 minutes for 2 players. I love that they're doing this. They're taking these great games and great ideas in games and make it more accessible. Like, I would rather play, again, I guess it depends on the mood I'm in, but give me an hour-long game versus a 3-hour game any day of the week. Unless it's special, like I'm going to say Arc Nova is special. I will play that for 3 hours. Scythe. The Scythe doesn't take 3 hours, but it can take a little longer with a lot of players. Same with Viticulture. Those games. Obviously, my favorite game, Twilight Imperium. That's an all-day thing. But most games, most of the time, give me an hour-long experience like this is saying it will. Legend says, this game looked fun when I saw Benita and Monique playing. Oh, awesome. Cool. Yeah, some people have been talking about it. I think it's on pre-order from what I understand. And I think it's out in like other parts of the world. But as far as I think North America may still be under pre-order. Here's a rulebook. I have looked in it, folks, and I did do one thing I'm going to show you. So here's a rulebook. Those plastic baggies I was talking about from Daiso, these are it. So these I just, I had a bunch of these, so I just put all the different resources here. Plus they have an 8-sided die, I believe, or is this 8? Yeah, for the solo mode. And player baggies. Look, every player is going to have their disc, and then their scoring disc, and their meeple here. I could probably try to find smaller bags, which I probably will do, because Daiso has these smaller bags. But see, you see this white spot here? It's so easy to write with a like a Sharpie on here. And it just, I like it because it shows up better than like just writing on here. Because I write on these things all the time. Player, player components or resources or whatever. So that's, again, at the start of the game, just tosses your player. There you go, you're that player. Then at the end of the game, put all your player pieces back in the baggie. It's so much faster. Now, one thing, I don't know what they did. Why they did this. Maybe for extra bits. Or I don't know if it's like a colorblind thing, because these dark cubes are darker than the ones that come in here. So I don't know if there was like a colorblind issue with some folks, but this was taped to the outside of the box. So I don't know if this is for colorblind folks or just extra resources, but I kept those separate for now until I figure it out. Here's another player baggie. And again, like I mentioned earlier, what I will probably do if I can't, I don't know if there's a player aid in the game, but, I try to print out player aids and I'll put it in the player bag. So, hey, here's your bag of components and a little player aid for you as well. Gizmo says, I bought my pre-order in November, finally got it yesterday. Oh, and sleeved it up last night. Very nice. Bought Ark Nova on Sunday and Tuesday, punch out cardboard and sleeve card. Need to play. Yeah, Ark Nova lived up to the hype for me. I hope it lives up to the hype for you. Still haven't played Terraforming Mars because Ares Expedition exists. Yeah. I may be moving my copy of Terraforming Mars, and it pains me to do that because I have the 3D. I don't know if I will. I have the insert, a wooden insert. I have the 3D printed tiles. I have, I think, all the expansion, most of the expansions. I definitely have Prelude. That's the one I must play with, and then. I think that's it. I don't know if I've blinked out anything else, but I don't know. I'd rather play Ares Expedition at this point. Okay, here's the rulebook, and here's what we get in the box. So here's the polyomino. Oh no, this is the player board. Oh no, this is the main board. So you're going to be putting this together. Let's do some punching, folks. Punch, punch, punch. Punch, punch, punch. Another punching we can do. A punching we will go. As you can see here, you're going to be, lining these up. Placing those together. Are they double-sided? No, they're not double-sided. Okay. And I was excited because I saw these. So this is a polyomino game. Cannot wait. Michelle and I love polyomino games. I believe this is the center of the board, or no, score track as well. Oh no, these are the player boards. Each player is going to grab one of these boards. And there is, I believe, an advanced side. Is it this symbol? Maybe it's that symbol that's advanced. There's advanced side and standard side. But yeah, has anyone actually played this, or maybe on, I don't know, is it on Tabletop Simulator or Tabletopia? I don't know. Here are the player boards, just punching these out. Here are the tiles. These are, I believe, the, what are these called? It's just reading it. These are the temple, no, the worship tiles. These are the worship tiles? No. 12 each of 3 different colors. Yeah, these are big player boards, right? Player boards. So, I'll punch these off. I don't want to punch these here. It'll take up all the time we have left here. But here are some of the polyominoes. Oops, I just accidentally punched one out. Victory point tiles. These are the. So you have the mask tiles. You have building tiles, which are polyominoes. Worship tiles and temple tiles, which are different types of polyominoes. You have the main board, which is 2 pieces, which we showed you. No, these are called the pyramid tiles, those first ones I showed you. Then you have the double-sided player boards. So here's some mask tiles, more building tiles and temple tiles. I think these are the temple tiles here. And then bonus disc as well. So yeah, lots of stuff here. Michelle and I will be playing it on next Saturday for TLN. We're partnering with Board and Dice. They've been great. We've played Zapotec for Gaviolo Game Day, Gaviolo Game Night a couple of weeks, or about a month ago. Really enjoyed that. We played Mandala Stones. Board and Dice, they've made some excellent games. They're quickly, I mean, they're right up there for me as far as game designers, right? I mean, they have the heavier stuff, but now they've got this stuff that it's, I would say they're complex games, but they're not like all-day affairs, which I can super appreciate. So founders of Teotihuacan. Teotihuacan. I hope I'm saying that right. My apologies if I don't. I will learn how to say it before the stream happens. But anyways, I'm going to hydrate. Folks, thanks again for hanging out. I'm going to shut this thing down at 11. Shall we work a little more? I think we should hang out. AMA, ask me anything. Let's chat about board games. What are you playing? What have you blinged out? Do you have any games on pre-order? What's coming in? Let me know. And then after about right at 11, I'm going to send y'all off on a raid. We'll raid. I think John, Book of Nerds, just went live. So we'll raid him. But a few minutes, let's hang out. The pugs are quiet again, so now I'm getting worried. All right, chat. Okay. Oh, by the way, don't forget, Rahdo and I, the RVR show, it was supposed to take place at noon today, but we had to push it back due to some scheduling stuff. So 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, over on Rahdo Runs Through. We're going to be playing Voyages. You can totally play along with us. It is a downloadable game that you have to pay $5 for. It's a roll and write game. All you need is a standard 6-sided dice or an app that rolls dice for you. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't played. I did back Voyages, but I haven't played it yet. I told Rahdo the other day when we were trying to figure out what to play. I said it's on my digital shelf of opportunity. So I'm happy to get that off the shelf or off the digital shelf today with Rahdo at 5 p.m. Please join us if you're able to. Gizmo says Foundations of Rome shipping notice came in this week, so I got that coming when it gets across the. Oh, very nice. I just got a shipping notice for something too, it was for was it Bandita? There was another bird game. Let's see, bird game. Let's see. Was it Bandita? Bandada. I like saying Bandada because it reminds me of Antonio Bandadas. I don't know why you always say his name like that, but Bandada is a bird game, a really cool, quick engine building card game. It's got a little bit, I feel like it's almost a little bit like Fantastic Factories, totally stripped down to like this 15-20 minute game. It has a solo mode. It's for 1 to 2 players. Great, beautiful bird art. I'm all, you know what, more bird games, the better. The more board games, the better. I love it. Chase was the one that launched it last year during the pandemic, and he fully funded. And I just got a notice that I think it's heading over here, or he had done something. Project update number 29, which was, yep, the shipping container is in Tacoma. And it is being dispatched, so it's coming. He doesn't know how long it's going to be, but it is moving along. So I'm stoked about that. He ran a really cool campaign, and I'm really happy that he's able to get that game out there. Oh, AJ, yeah, Voyages, yeah. I'm glad you're going to be there, friend. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Gizmo says, I need to do more TTS BGA stuff. I just never really want to play not in person, especially games I'm unfamiliar with. I'm the same way, Gizmo. Here, I am definitely in that same boat as you. Give me the real stuff any day of the week, plus twice on Sunday. I subscribe to BGA. I did play a lot. I did play my fair share during the pandemic, but even before the pandemic, I was doing some BGA stuff. I use it a lot. I play a lot of backgammon on there. I love backgammon. So if you play backgammon, hit me up on BGA. My username is Ruel Gaviola. I'll type it in the chat here. I'd love to play backgammon with you. Everything else on there, I've played stuff, and I like it. And I just played with Jess, CCG, on her J Squared stream last week. John couldn't afford, John was feeling a little under the weather, so I jumped in, and we played, what did we play? We played Can't Stop, which is always fun. And we played a few other games, and the thing with that, as much as I love hanging out with Jess online and John online and playing games online. Again, it does not replace the actual, people that you meet and get the game in person. With the pandemic, of course, we've had to change that. But as we slowly but surely get out of this, it's nice to be able to meet up again in person. So I'm with you. I actually, it's funny, Gizmo. One of the emails I was answering was from a publisher where we're talking about we may be partnering soon for a I can't say it's for a game, obviously, but I can't really talk about it. But what I can say is I was given the opportunity to check it out on Tabletop Simulator, but they also had a prototype, a rough prototype, but physical prototype. I was like given that physical prototype, and you know, if I have questions, I can email you. But I would rather learn physically, because if I spend any more time on TTS, like my brain just turns to mush. I'm on the computer enough as it is already. I don't need more time, right? Let's see, what else we got out here? I played A Feast for Odin, so I'll just try to finally learn. Nice! I played, speaking of Uwe Rosenberg, I just played, what was that? Not Anno 1800, that's Martin Wallace. The one I really got, Hallertau. I had no idea that it was that good. It was fantastic. Daryl, my buddy Daryl and I, Daryl B. Gaiman, we played a 2-player game a week ago on the stream. Oh, so good. Uwe, and I mentioned that to Rahdo, and he said Uwe, that was like, he felt like Uwe was back after a couple of misses with some recent games, but he said that one brought him back, and I enjoy Uwe Rosenberg games, and that one is another winner. Just finished up a game of Space Base on BGA. Nice, it was pretty good. Everyone knew the game, so no teach required. We played Acer. Yeah, the asynchronous thing is a trip. I have played a couple of asynchronous games, which is nice. It's a really cool way to, you know, just have an ongoing game. But again, just for me, I just prefer the physical game. What else have everyone been up to? What are you up to this coming weekend? What is today? Today's Thursday. Oh my gosh. Tomorrow I've got some stuff planned. I'm going to be doing be at a convention, believe it or not. It's called Game School Con. I've worked with them the last few years. Well, worked with them before the pandemic, and then pandemic hit, and the original owners sold it off. They have new owners now who are continuing the mission of Game School Con, which is based and targeted for the homeschooling audience, so homeschool gamers. And they reached out to me a couple of years ago, and they said they'd love to have me on, and it was great. I had a great experience. Became friends with the original owners, Sasha and Edward, and they're just wonderful people. And I don't know if they're going to be involved with this Game School Con, but hopefully they will. I hope to see them there. So what I'll be on a panel. I think I'm on 2 panels, one tomorrow, one on Sunday, based on, you know, gaming and how it relates, how it can be used in the homeschool environment. And I was not homeschooled, but you know, it's for me. I just bring my experience, you know, and as far as a content creator, and share that. And I did a panel a couple of years ago, like how to, you know, write reviews basically, or how to, you know, improve your writing through gaming. So what I did was I gave my little spiel, and then it was more a very hands-on workshop. So I brought some very light games where people could learn in like a few minutes, and then I said, how would you write about this game? You know, and it was really neat exercise, and it, you know, it really helped me to just look and see how other people would react to that, and how the younger students, what they did. And, you know, there's certain things you do as a writer, but at the same time, you want your foundations, right? You need to know how to spell, you need to know proper grammar, stuff like that. But as far as content structure, like I'm very like, hey, let's, you know, try new stuff. You know, there's everyone out there has read reviews and read how to plays and seen, you know, there's so much video content now, but I think so it's like becoming a lost art, right? Writing, but there's still plenty of great writers there. Off the top of my head, Dan Thoreau, you know, of Space Biff, amazing writer. Some of his reviews are just mind-blowingly good. Sometimes they're a bit, I don't know, I feel like sometimes he throws in the 50-cent words too much. You know, it's like, okay, look at this vocabulary. I was like, come on. But 99% of the time, just I will not miss his reviews. They're amazing. I will always read them. Mayor Canada, spelling is fun. That's right. 3 12-hour shifts this weekend. Joys of being oh man, good luck. That's brutal. Brutal. I like Space too. I'm a big fan of John D. Clare, so anything that he's involved with, a huge fan. I've been hyping Ready Set Bet. That'll be out Gen Con. I think it's going to be one of the best party games for gamers in recent memory. It's the closest thing I've come to capturing the feeling of gambling without actually betting money. So highly recommend that. Every single game I've played, I've been playing the prototype. I've played it like 3 or 4 times. every single game has always involved people shouting at the horses to run, the horses to win. It's so much fun. American Space Race on BJ only played 50 games of it so far. Oh my gosh, that's a classic. I love it. I enjoy riding as far as I can throw it. You know, that's going up on the board. That's going up on the screen. Well done, friend. Well done. Why don't we raid John Gonzalez, aka Book of Nerds? Let's show him some love. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me today. This is an impromptu live stream. I wanted to unbox Founders, and I wanted to bling out Manila, and I wanted to get some work done, which I did. Hopefully you did too. I've got a meeting now in a few minutes, and I'm going to be taking care of that after I hydrate. Let's send you over to John. Let me get this ready. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I'll be back at 5 p.m. over on Rahdo's channel. We're going to stream Voyages. You can play along with us. But for now, let us raid John. Is John my Book of Nerds? That's my man John, my main man. He's great. He's fantastic. So who gave you the UCLA shirt? My stepdaughter. Actually, I bought this. My stepdaughter graduated from UCLA recently. So we are a UC family. I went to UC Santa Barbara. My stepdaughter went to UCLA and UC Santa Barbara for her undergrad. It's funny because Michelle's side of the family is actually USC fans, and I've always just been, you know, I didn't go to UCLA or USC, but once I got accepted to UC Santa Barbara, I'm like UC guy for life, you know. So go Bruins, go Gauchos. That's UCSB. Yeah. Anyways, thank you, Slivers. Appreciate it. Much love to you all. Where is John? Rating John. Book of Nerds. Book of Nerds. Book of Nerds. Was raised a UCLA fan too? Yes, more UCLA fans in the house. Love it. Got a lot of first class, really? Yeah, man, I had so many friends there, but we've slowly but surely moved away, you know, after graduation many years ago. But yeah. Love my time at UC Santa Barbara. Some of the best years of my life. I mean, as far as college goes, it was a wonderful experience. I still have friends from there that I stay in touch forever. Awesome food, not bomb slugs. Oh, cool. UCLA, those folks brewing everything nice. I love it, Americana. Okay, we're going to raid Book of Nerds. Have a great weekend. If I don't see you later on Rahdo's channel, you know what, secret? I may try another short stream tomorrow morning. We shall see. I don't know yet. But next week, I'll have a full lineup of streaming as well. Have a wonderful weekend. If I don't see you then, we're going to start raiding right now. And much love to you all. I appreciate you. Always thankful and grateful for your time. And until next time, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye, everybody.